Conrad, and welcome back to the channel. And for the purposes of the recording, we have another game from the Malifaux MWS Top 32. Although it shouldn't be Malifaux MWS because that's what the M stands for. Nonetheless, this one is from Group C, and we have in the north playing Anya2, Grogdog, and in the south playing as Daw2, Quickitt. The pool, which I should know by heart by now, is Deathbeds, Outflank, Ensnare, Information Overload, and Sweating Bullets, and they're on standard plant explosives. I will leave you with the players. Have a good one.
About Ryder, but anyway, I'm done. But it's like I needed like a sort of big thing, and Montresor didn't make sense in this map, in this pool.
Yeah.
He needs to be here. I don't want him to be here. And then there's Manos, who's generally good, but
I'll be honest, I definitely thought Manos was coming. Like, if there was any model I thought would show up, it'd be like Manos will make an appearance. I was dead certain that that would be the case. Maybe that's just my experience against Reses lately, colouring that experience, but I don't know. Just felt like that is like a certainty, and other models were like maybes.
I mean, Manos for me is like a 50-60% time higher, so
Across every keyword?
Yeah.
That's so fucking crazy.
He does show up like nearly always, but in this case, his staggered, I didn't think did much. Because I'm not really looking for like a stagger miserable thing.
And I've got a lot of condition removal also. Like I've got here and potentially Altus and potentially Prospects, which are great in a keyword for Anya. So I hear you on that. And also if it's Anya 1 with like Sovereign, we're so quick. I've had Anya get staggered turn 1 and still make it to melee with Manos in that same turn and bash him up and stun him and everything. So it's like, if it's Anya 1, like she doesn't really care that much. But it's so anathema to me to hear like a 50-60% higher on an out of keyword model. It's just Explorers don't play in that way at all. Like none of our stuff is ever like that.
And I don't think across the route, unless you're Cackle, then you're always hiring Archie. But most other players don't do that. So and I don't think that the keyword synergy within Resers is that bad.
I'm just gonna move this guy here actually. I think. Okay, so we need to do the bombs next, which, as I understand, is after the play with initiative. So that's me. Strangely enough, this botanist is going to hold a bomb. No one could perceive this coming.
I shall put it on the rider.
I will have one housed by Arena and her top hat.
Definitely Loslov.
Winnie Finney, give him one.
Jackdaw.
Let us say that our dear beloved operative can carry one as well.
Carry.
Okay. So, the fifth and the final. I wonder, this is a pretty tough decision point. You could argue any one of my remaining models could or should hold it. I think that I shall throw it on to Big Solve. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah. Ferryman.
Ferryman, okay. Ferryman looks cracked, by the way. 7 stats gives you so much in Reses. What the fuck?
Yeah, Ferryman is pretty cracked, but it's one of those models where, similar to new White Eyes, where yes, it's way overstated for what 7 cost gives you, but it's not like game winning at all. It's just like a really good model that you hire in the crews that he's supposed to be in, and that's about it.
Fair. Yeah, he's like an 8.5 stone model for 7 stones, but that 8.5 stones won't just carry the game, which it just makes sense. It may be a bit like Bo Fishbucker as well, like really good for cost, but like by himself won't win games. So unless your opponent forgets lost in the bow.
Well, Fishbucker is hired across the way in Bayou. As far as I know.
I forget. Never see anyone fly.
Players there are here, man. I would have gone for it, but I was like, I'll go Rezzers. In the double Thunder Spool, yeah, why not go Rezzers?
Yeah, true that. We're the idiots, not showing up with orange. All right, so I think at this stage we're picking our schemes now.
Yeah, now comes the hard part.
Hamdog asked for feedback on these pools so unbelievably long ago, and I looked at them, and then I looked at them again, and then I looked at them again, and kind of didn't interpret anything. I said, yeah, it looks fine. And then I see the actual pool when it's actual tournament time, and I'm like, surprise Pikachu face. Oh, fuck. What is this map doing? What are we doing with these kind of schemes here?
This pool is, I think this pool is phenomenal. Because you see people tripping over it left and right, and I'm also tripping over it right now. So
tripping over it? You're telling me you've played and seen games of this round already?
Yeah, some of them have been uploaded, quite a few.
Yeah, here's me not watching or consuming any Malifaux content.
Yeah, where's the next podcast, actually?
Uh-huh. So, waiting for opponent, it says. No pressure.
Shut up.
That's what the text says on my screen.
Confirm. Here. Go.
Oh my god, start game. Alrighty, so what do we have? New Ensouled Crew versus Quickitt with an E. Okay. I guess that's all the admin out the way. Don't forget you have a 5-card control hand this game until you butcher my beloved master. And I will be sitting with 7.
Yeah, that's a rude part.
Yeah, it's kind of rude. I need it because Anya does sweet fuck all else. Okay, so increase that. Shuffle some cards. When I said 7 weeks, I didn't think I was actually summoning 7 weeks, but here we are. Alrighty, so I mean, it's turn 1 and you're deployed so cagely. We should be all right. Famous last words. I'm not going to stand for cards.
Sure, let's go.
Initiative. Oh, the 8th week. I'm not cheating.
Neither am I. You can go first.
Very well. Good luck, my friend. Time is on the clock. I will commence with my operative, who is going to drop ski marker. And when I do this, we'll summon forth a drug D over here. And I think I will ambush my ass along down this away here. And then I think I'm going to take a strut. To the very, very edge. Maybe just like so. And be done, skis. Go ahead.
Carrion, effigy takes a focus and a scheme. And he's done.
Cool. My botanist will go and pick up this scheme to gain a grow token. He's going to use onwards. That looks good to me. We're going to walk. We're going to walk. And we're going to drop a bomb underneath our base. Just over there. We are done. Go ahead.
Legaia takes a move and a focus.
Very demure, very mindful. I will go next with Winston. Let's Fortune's Flavor. I'm going to pitch that one. Keep that one on top, and then that one here. I'm going to fling Old Boy, and the trigger's real good. So we're going to say KC is going to go here when he can come here. I'll Fortune's Favor again. Let's. Okay, so what do we think? Maybe. What do we think about these? I always struggle with Fortune's Favor because I'm like, what am I supposed to actually pick? It makes me very unsure. Could do it like this. Yeah, pitch a weak. Push here. And I'll keep this one on top. And he's done. Cool, go ahead.
The rider's gonna go. He's gonna do right with me on Jackdaw. He is. Is this a succeed or a fail? He is a succeed. Very nice. Okay, so he's gonna push up to here and then place Jackdaw over here. And then do I go for drop the bomb or do I? I think I'm actually supposed to chill out here. So let's drop a scheme marker and take a focus and be done.
Sure. I'll go with Yannick. She's going to use democratic elections. I'll ping myself to add a tome. Looks good. I'll ping the Drudge to heal myself, and I'll search. She is then going to, I think, drop a scheme marker. And when she does this, let's discard to get an additional drug D. Maybe just like so for line of sight reasons. And I will focus on my bonus by discarding that scheme, I think. What do I think of that? Or I could consolidate power. It's just minions. Who cares about minions? That's fine. Yep, go ahead.
All right. I'll go with Carrie. Carrie is gonna ask the ferryman to do something, which is take a walk. Carrie needs a 5. Can she get a 5? Yeah. Okay, ferryman takes a mighty 6-inch walk, which is actually pretty good. Can we take that better?
Set sail.
Does it really matter? Thingy here. Then carry. Can probably take a focus as well and drop the scheme here. Yeah.
Right.
She's done.
She's done. Okay. I think for me next, we're going with Arena. And I think what I wish to do probably do this. Yeah, it seems not the worst thing in the world. So let's try it. Arena shell. We'll ambush. And we'll walk. And we'll focus. Go.
I'm gonna go with Loslov, who is gonna yeah, what are you actually gonna do, my guy? Since I don't have any low crows in hand, do I just take a Gamba and try to heal Jakuna or not? To give her fast? No, I don't think so actually. Which means he does again the very boring activation of a focus and a scheme.
Oh, and that's him done.
Yeah.
Very well. Doesn't seem likely I'll be able to do all the many wonderful things I wish to do like that. So, perhaps we reconsider. It could come this way, which seems fine, but not amazing. Could start with that, figure out how that plays out, and then adjust. Also seems fine, but not amazing. Could try this. Which also seems fine, but not amazing. I think I go with Anya. We're going to obey Big Sov. That's a card, I suppose. So she's going to take a walk down to here, I imagine. We are then going to obey Casey. Or do we? It's an interesting question. We are technically height above, so we can see Winston. We can do that anyway. Seems pretty good. Giving this guy a focus is fine, but not amazing. I feel like if I'm shooting the ferryman, I do it now to get the injured out. But if I'm doing that, I'm probably not able to capitalize on it. So actually, I'll obey Arena next. And this does kind of seem a bit strange to me, but I think I'm supposed to pull back a bit more safe. So we're going to come back to here. Yeah, I think that's what I wish to do. And then lastly, we'll obey Big Boy. That looks good. He's also now got a 1-inch aura of Cessna one. Hazardous for your models, for what that's worth. He'll take a focus for his action. And Anya's done. Go ahead.
Okie So at this point, Casey is sovereign. Carries Casey up. It's like a 4-inch, right?
Yeah.
Fly with me. I assume. Okay, has to be here.
It's not wholly within. So it can be like that if I want.
Right. Well, then it's easy. Okay. And Casey, if I remember correctly, does have a 2-inch, right?
Yeah.
And otherwise, he can just poop himself 2 inches forward with his bonus.
Yep.
Cool. All right. I shall go with the ferryman. And the ferryman is gonna start with trying to push Jakuna forward. Let me see if Serene Countenance is on all attacks or as enemy. Okay, that's good at least. So ferryman. Let's start with the bonus on Jakuna to try to give her adversary to make the flip a bit easier. She will relent. Beep. So Jakuna has adversary on Nirami. And then I am going to target her with the attack action, which means that I get a boss flip. Try to hit a 5. Well, that's why you did the boss flip. I can push her up by 4. So let's be here.
Interesting. I didn't realize adversary helps on friendly flips too, but it doesn't nominate friendly or enemy. Nice.
And then the ferryman is gonna walk to this position. And I think he's done.
Very well. She is height 2. Got it. Does not strike me as particularly great. Okay, well, I think we're going with Sovereign next. I don't think there's a world in which I'm going with Casey quite yet. So, well, I mean, you probably don't want to have to go with Jackdaw next. You probably want to go with Jakuna. So if I did go with Casey, but the thing is, if you go with Casey, what's he doing really? Just chilling around. Not really a great deal. Prepping himself, I suppose. If I do it this way, I could just come this way. This is like significantly safer, isn't it? Just leave the Gaia alone. Like I'm not getting anything necessarily from doing that. Yeah, okay. I'll fly with me on Casey. Oh, it's so good. We even get a heal trigger. Not that anyone needs healing. So I think if we're doing it this way, I'd rather come like these. Like these. I shall place myself just within the merest fraction of 9 inches of Legaia, so that if he wants to, he can maybe go and kill her. And then Sovereign, I think, shall go for a walk charge. What do we think of that? We could walk charge. We could chill out here. I think getting in your back line is pretty good. We probably deal 1 or 2 damage to you, which is not really what we're looking for against a hard-to-kill model. But you have no melee, and your attack is gun symbol only. So you kind of cease functioning if I do this. So the walk charge seems medium plus. Yeah, all right, walk charge over here. Let's take a swing at your boy.
Yeah. Let's go. Ooh.
There's a 19.
Here's not the 19. Yeah, go ahead. It's a straight flip, I think.
Okay. No triggers from me. I could chip 1 damage. You've got hard to kill, so honestly, I think that's maybe fine. Would I cheat just to put you down to 1? I don't think I would. You can only really heal with this guy, right?
Yep. Well, the effigy can also heal, but not itself, I think.
Yeah, no. Undead only. He's not undead. Weird predicament here. No, I think that can stay. You can take 1 damage and Sovereign's done. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Then then I gotta figure out what the fuck I want to do. I think if I
actually, I will put you down to 1. Fuck it. Go ahead. Cheating this 12. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Let me delete that Casey Jones here. And then figure out what the fuck we want to do. It's a little iffy. Let's see, he can probably let's assume he bonuses and then moves his ass over here. If he would go exactly in there. What's that gonna get you? A pretty dead Lady Ligaya, that's what that's gonna get you. Which is honestly pretty good, but if you wanted to get there, you're gonna do it either way. And I'm slightly afraid that Casey just eats Chikuna. That's actually the bigger problem.
He has been known to dine on ghosts, so it could happen.
Sovereign movement 7. Do I just give you? Do I just give you Casey? Or Lady Ligaya, or do I get her out of trouble? The activation would look pretty piss poor at this point. Why did you take a step outside of your deployment zone, Lady Ligaya? That's a real statement.
It's 2024 and you made the critical error.
Get the fuck out. I think Jakuna can like immediately die against KC. My annoyance.
He does have a track to just one tapper, right? Because he's got the focus.
Yeah, he can just do it.
He can force it.
Although you would need to give me the adversary. Can you hold 2 instances of adversary actually? Probably, but
you can, and then but only one can be used at any given time.
Right.
So if you had, for example, adversary, apex, and beast, the Rex only gets 1+ flip from those. You don't get both.
I see. Okay, let's go with Jack Daw. Let's look at my cards.
He's going with Jack after all. Like it.
And let's say we would move to here. Pull the people back. Stand in front, shoot Casey. Or move and then... No, that doesn't work. And then you eat the carry in effigy, and I am fine with that, question mark. No, not really fine with that, actually. So in which case, what I would have to do is move to somewhere like here. Yeah.
Just bear in mind, you can't end with your base like that.
Yeah, a little bit higher. But let me first rearrange. In such a way that I am on the blocks, but I am seeing Lady Ligaya, and that's what it comes down
Sure.
to.
That's fine.
Which is
If
here.
if you have the movement, remember you are losing 1 inch for climbing up.
Right.
Because you were touching the rider, yeah?
Yeah, I was, but I have movement 6, so... Damn it.
Okay, so that's where you're at.
A 5 would be here.
So I think you could place yourself up on there, at which point you may... I think you might probably just get line of sight.
This looks fine, right?
Yeah, be slightly further up like this, but you can still see her from like that angle, I believe. Yeah, you can see her.
Yeah, alright. Let's go for 1, 2, and 3. And then we can go ahead and do our bonus, which is gonna fail. And it's then gonna succeed. We are gonna put Lady Gaia slightly back, like here.
Okay. Yeah.
And put Jakuna needs to be in such a way that Casey cannot actually squeeze through and cannot get her and cannot hit her. Sure. So that there's no place here for Casey to fit. That's what it comes down to.
You got it.
Which, let me check if that is actually the case right now. Yeah, he doesn't fit there. Okay.
Something to consider, which will be tough for me to do. Yeah, I was just going to say, because if I push through Lady Lucia, I could end there.
That's what I'm trying to prevent here with positioning, and I think it works right now.
I think I can get there, but if I do that, I believe I'll only have one attack against Jakuna at most.
I don't even think you fit there.
I definitely fit here. I don't see a world where I go there without killing her first, though. I'll tell you that much for free. I mean, I might. Okay, to you, I definitely will. Put it that way.
I don't think she fits there.
Oh, my screen definitely does.
Like this is touching the terrain, and slightly lower is touching the. No, I don't think she fits there.
Let me zoom on it. Okay, well, if your intention is that I can't fit there, that's fine. We're just playing from that.
And then let's take a second walk with Jackdog. If that's what we do with masters, we take walks.
Hell yeah. I mean, I just made my other my models take walks, so. And I had to flip cards for mine too.
Before I do so, let's just put the ferryman also 2 inches up, because he's also a tormented model that can get a push. And then we can go here.
Right.
And he has a 7, blah, blah. And then we can take a shot at Arena, I think.
All right. You're on negatives.
And because of the. Oh, yeah, because of that.
Because she's forgettable.
Cool. Let's and then just move. Let's not even climb up the thing then, and then we just move here. So once to here, and the second one to here, and then we shoot Casey. That's also fine. Let's go.
That seems pretty good for you.
18 against willpower.
18 to my 6. You're on a 2, 3, 4. Sure. Have your positive.
Discard a tome, or I get to draw a card.
It's damage.
Wow. Which is 3.
All right. Yeah, all right. I'll pitch that.
Cool. Great. Jackdaw is done.
Cool. So this guy's actually helping me at the moment by existing there. Does he have reach 2?
No, he's got 1.
Right. So I can't do my little turn shimmy and then charge him. Sad. Big sad. Interesting. I'm just outside of the 9. Woe is me. If I did this, push it up to 4 in any direction. And place within form. I want this like here, which means I need to be here. And then I can go there afterwards. What do you think of that? It's kind of weird. But I don't hate it. Do that. Send home. Let's as I move 4 and reach 1. Not very slow, so he wouldn't even be able to get into melee with you if I summoned him there. The sadness. No, we still can't get you. And interacting with Casey feels questionable. What's a weird game we found ourselves in? I'm actually not completely sure what I'm supposed to do. 6, no good. Cannot push charge you. And honestly, it's not clear that that's the right decision to make, even if I could. Jakuna is got a lure and can yell at people, and that's kind of all she's got, really.
She got the hazardous thing.
Sure. She does. She can do the hazardous thing, it is true. Is it crazy that I just want to focus and stand where I am? That seems insane. Is that normal?
At least put on a ski marker then to summon a dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm considering that also. But, like, then I have committed my last drudge, though, so it's kind of a price. But you know what? Yep. I will focus. I'll bonus action before I focus, because we might just get a trigger and have options to move. Like that. So I can push 2 inches first before I do anything. I guess if that's the case, I wish to be like a micron further down so that I can do my thing to him next turn if I wish. Alternatively, I go a micron up, and in so doing, get closer to that guy. So if I get within range of this, I can push back there and do all of those fun things. I'll push a micron to like here. Then I'll focus, and then I'll drop my scheme. And I think when I drop my scheme, I will go ahead and say free models be good. Bring another one in, and I am done. So the intention here is I'm outside of your 12-inch.
Shit, and then inside of 9 of Jackdaw.
Inside of 9 of him, and within 10 of Legea. I should be able to sit like wherever is required. That geo doesn't exist. So within 10, within 9, like 12.001 is my intention. Cool.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. I just removed your
Okay.
thing. You just put it.
Very good. Wild. Okay, what do I then do?
This game is weird.
A little bit standoffish. Do I then just try to ping a damage on Sovereign with the Jakuna hazardous? Try to draw you into the fire. Fire is damage 1, burning 1, apparently, which is wild. Part of the reason to actually play Jackdaw at all. Yeah, okay. And Sovereign, when moved, can as some.
Yeah, she does a little pulse.
Pulse how much?
Once. It's a 2-inch pulse. 12 defense, or you take a damage and you're stunned.
Well, if I lure, I get to decide where you go. So.
You do, but I have to be walking towards you, so within reason.
So this is 3. This is 2. And this is 7. So if you would walk, say, And you do have to walk the full.
Yes, walk, not fly. Well, move, not fly, we should say.
Good man. Yeah, it would have to be your full move.
So Jakuna has walked, yes?
No, not yet. Trying to figure out if that's actually.
Hashtag the play. Or
Can
not.
I, let's see, can I. Yeah, you have to keep walking towards me. Okay. That's not gonna work. I don't think
Music to my ears.
I don't think that is a smart plan, because how much is the test? It's like
Move 12. Defense 12.
Yeah, that's 7s. That's pretty high. Sad. Move charge is also not viable. I don't suppose I can see Sovereign right now.
That is a height for a rock.
Yeah, checking on the sidelines, but no, I don't think so. You. Oh, no, it's it's annoyingly close again. Let me zoom in. The sunlight is hitting my eyes. Wow, it's actually super close. I'll zoom in. That's so annoying. Yeah, what's she supposed to do?
It's a weird game, I'll be honest. My last 2 activations felt like Charybdis and whatever the other monster's name is. Like, I don't know what the heck to do.
Yeah,
it just felt like Scylla. I was like, huh? What do I do?
Yeah. Yeah, and normally it's this. Yeah, you'd have to zoom in to see how close it is. It's zoomed in even too close for me to tell if it's in or not.
Oh, are you trying to check line of sight between them?
Yeah, I can't even see where this rock ends.
Give me a sec. What we'll do, I'm going to temporarily move Carrie just because I think the glare of her base thing is there. Look, that's very minuscule, but in the spirit of fair play, I'm going to say you can have it, because when I moved there, I didn't actually say with the intention you can't see me, and also you did push afterwards with Jack, so I will give you this one. So we'll say that you can currently see Sovereign if you wish from where you stand.
That just makes me feel like you want me to see it.
I love that so much. You can't trust the Kiwis. They like give you the benefit of the doubt, and you're like, sus.
That's super sus. I'm just gonna go for it. I won't be blah blah. So I'll just put up my Hazardous Aura, needs a 5. Yes, and then I will lure Sovereign. Step against your willpower.
Yep.
Beep.
Not today.
Not today. Is that worth a big card? No, it's not. It's not worth a big card. Then we just focus on this predicament is over. All right. I'm the fucking turn.
And your adversary expunges. And before I forget, I'm going to treasure map with Anya up to here. Cool. In fact, we can be. Sorry, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with that just here, and then her adversary can end. Cool. That was the weirdest first turn I've ever played in Malifaux, the tabletop collectible minis game. We're going to go ahead and get some new cards.
Which so much shit. Oh my god.
Wow, you had some cards there, mate.
Yeah. And also I had a hand of 5 cards, which made it hurt a bit more.
Indeed. All right, I'm ready for the initiative.
I think I am stoning, actually, because at some point we're gonna have to spend some stones. Here we go. All right, initiative. Let's go.
Whip Chang, a 1.
Kabang! A 10.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna throw in a card here, known as a 12.
I shall. Let's see. If I accept this 12, then the carrion effigy dies, and that's just gonna have to be. Yeah, let's go.
Accepting that then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So we've actually got a few different plays that we can do. Do I want a YOLO? I never get to actually do anything with Sovereign, so I'm really excited. So please excuse my enthusiasm. But I feel like this is the time to be a cunt. So we could do it this way. Within 4, you say. So we can do that. Alley-oop, 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 and kill this guy who is holding on to many wondrous goodies. If I do this, Sovereign is almost definitely dead because you can drag it back through the fire, which does not please Corn. What do we think of that? We could do it like this.
For Sovereign, that overall trade.
If we do it like this, we could maybe could charge up onto here rather. Then I don't take falling damage because I've got flight. Hee. Spicy meatball. I do just get obliterated by this guy, but that's okay. I definitely want to fucking kill this guy while I can. Yeah, Sovereign's gonna go and we're gonna fly with me, and I'm gonna ping myself for a ram. Looks good, I get it anyway. So I'll land here. This guy can die. This guy will take 1 damage. This is from Show of Force. Enemy models within 4 just suffer 1. So I guess, yeah, technically I land first, and then you flip for this guy for Sound of Thunder, but he'll die whatever you flip.
Okay, here's the flip. Red Joker. No, okay.
She dies anyway, but you can flip for Carrie, and she will take potentially a damage and a stun if you fail this.
Certainly a damage, and then I would have to flip. I guess I spend the focus on that. Yeah. She's
Okay,
fine.
so she's fine. So I'm now at this position. I could continue my quest to bully the lost love into obliteration. Alternatively, I could play much safer and just fuck off like over here, out of line of sight of your shit, on the cliff, and then just interact. You're going to get your point from this guy anyway. Killing the lost love does slow you down a lot. I think while I've got a chance to kill him, I must. So I'm going to walk, charge to have a swing at him. And I should be on one less wound, sorry, because I do have... I did spend a wound already, and I think this is where I want to be. It's a little sus because the hazardous could just rip me apart, but fuck it, we bowl. Let's swing at your boy. I'm just going to read your card one last time. You have 6 wounds and no damage reduction. Yeah, looks good. Let's go for it.
I'll split focus.
There's an 11.
There's a 14.
So, 14. Do I go for this ram or do I go for this ram? This would put me onto that. Then that would... Yeah, I throw it in here. I can't risk you also having your own rejoker and just denying me, so I'm going to go up to 20 with puncture.
Wild. Yeah, I mean, not much you can do. I don't have
14 to a 20 with puncture, so single positive damage.
Yeah.
You die. Sovereign is done, and we'll gather your bomb and over to you. You should also gain 3 pass tokens for my 3 judges.
Right. You will get adversary.
Yep.
Economy. Because the peeps are angry at you for killing Lost Love.
Understandable.
Understandable.
He didn't make the mistake of leaving his deployment zone, but...
So I should probably kill the bird. Question is, with what? It's not super easy for you to get him out of there, so there's really no hurry. We will go with Jakuna. Sorry, with Daw2.
Okay.
It's gonna spend the focus and shoot your Drudge.
Okay.
With projected voice. 4 against your willpower.
Flip 3.
Bow.
13. You get me. Straight flip.
Alright. Straight flip with the stagger trigger. Straight flip. Pew. Would be 3 damage and a stagger on Casey from the blast. He takes 2.
Yep, so he does have armor.
Yeah, cool. And then with her spicy 5-inch movements, I'm gonna say I'm gonna climb up is not it. Let's see where you want to be. Like Like here somewhere, such that the aura is actually 6, so I can be further. Like here somewhere, such that the aura covers the possible attack angles from Casey onto Jack, and that's where he will live. Back to you.
Very well. What does this mean for me? I am staggered, which is pretty good for you and pretty not good for me. Yeah. Does feel real weird for Casey to just be chilling the fuck around. He's not really up to a lot. His stagger will persist through being obeyed by a friend as well. So even if I obey him to walk, he only walks through and he keeps it, which is kind of awful. So we find ourselves in an impasse. And yes. What healing do you have for Carrie? Who can heal her? Is it just this guy? Or he's got, I know he has like a 1, 2, 3 heal.
Yeah, I think Carrie can heal for 2, and Jackal can heal for 3.
Oh, she can heal herself. Okay. Oh yeah, of course, it's a tactical. So spice. Okay. If that's the case, methinks. Oh. That feels. That can't be right. Surely. Surely we remove her first if we can, and then move on with our life. Jackdaw attacks willpower, and yeah, only willpower. So me being staggered is not great for Casey, but it doesn't spell immediate death. Because I'm also stat 6, so it's pretty good. So I think what I'm doing here is I'm going with Anya. Anya is going to acquire the shouting orders from Yannick. Let's pitch this 4 to get a focus. And I'm going to shoot Lady whatever the fuck. I'm going to shoot her through the bird, who carries a rifle on its back. I think that... I will spend the focus.
Yep.
You just have yeah. And the betrayal, which doesn't matter here. So yep, let's spend the focus. Bang. The 17 looks good.
You shall be on a boss slip, I think.
Cool. +4 for damage. No triggers. You will be taking 3 damage, which would be 2 damage and injured 1. I think that I would like to 1-tap you in my next shot. So I'll actually make that 4 damage, which becomes 3 damage to put you down to 1. And then I'll shoot you a second time. Same target. Currently hitting because of the injure.
Because of the injure. Do I care much? No, you can have her.
Alrighty. You are removed from the board. I have 1 AP left, and that's all I really got. I am currently not within range for you to get Casey there. Don't think making him walk back is particularly helpful at this stage. So, yeah, none of that seems particularly helpful. Jackdaw himself has Def 5 and a corp. Can you remove conditions?
Yeah, I used to be able to with Lost Love.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. I'm gonna shoot him also because I've got good willpower, so I might be all right. So I need to flip a 5 for this terrifying check. No. Do I keep throwing resources into this? I don't believe so. I might need the same stat as you. Only can be done. Proceed.
Okido. The easiest thing to do for me here is just pass. But then the dredge is gone. So maybe not. I'll just waste my activations away. Which is nice. But it's still correct to pass, so we will pass.
He goes for the pass. Understandable. Okay, so I want to go into something like this. I eventually want to have another one of these thingies down here. Walk here. Place that here. None of your bases are big enough to just pick it up if I do this. It feels bad to go with her this early, though. We kind of need these options to stay available. This operative could go and place a scheme down for me. Well, a strat marker. But we are already ahead on the strat, so it's not like a requirement. That's fine, but not amazing. We could just go with Winston, see some cards, heal old boy, and probably be able to. So we can either heal old boy or we can do the thing, but not both. I believe. Winnie will go. Let's have a look at some cards with Fortune's favor. It's not quite what I was looking for, if I'm honest with you. So I will be pitching these two at the bare minimum to move my 4. No, move my 2, excuse me. I think just come like this. I'll dirigible ride him in place with this card, which can't move him because he's staggered, but it will heal him for 2. I'm going to Fortune's favor again. Let's clear out this chap. I will pitch 2 to place myself here, which looks good. And sorry, just check if I can even put one of these down. Looks good, I can. This card, what do we think about this card? I don't mind this card. This card is decidedly medium, but medium is good enough. It's fine. I'll keep this here. Cool. Go ahead.
Okay. Guess I keep passing.
Alrighty. Let's start moving the dredges up, I suppose. Go.
Pass.
I assume I don't have a bonus. I think it's a standard AP to do my stand together. Yes, it is. Okay. Cool. Let's go with Yannick. Yannick is going to go ahead and attempt to do democratic elections. I'll ping myself with a tome. Looks good. So I'm going to draw a card with that surge trigger. I will ping that drudge to heal myself. I'm going to use Consolidate Power on that drudge. It works. No trigger, but that's okay. I don't need this, so I'll cheat that. So we're going to push 4 inches towards a friend and then drop a ski marker in base contact. like so. And we have an AP left. I think we're just going to walk our ass down here and be done. Go.
Okay, so I
don't lose damage for walking off this because it's only 1 inch, so I can get an extra 1 inch. Cool.
So I have to actually do something now.
You can choose to do something if you want.
I was gonna not, but let's go with the ferryman. Let's poop out my ski marker or my strat marker. We're here. And then he is gonna walk around and climb on top of this train thing to just stand there and no longer have this. And that's it, I think.
Okay. My this drudge here shall walk here, pulling this scheme along, and we'll display that. Okay.
Okay.
I might actually leave the scheme here so it's within reach of her. I mean, that's smart. Let's do the smart thing.
Is it supposed to be Jackdaw time? Not really, because the operative hasn't gone yet. So I think I'll go with Carrie. Carrie is gonna command Jakuna to go somewhere, for which I will need a crow. That's not high enough. So here we go. And Jakuna can be like here.
Okay.
In the shit. And then Carrie can go ahead and take a double walk to somewhere like here. Would Sovereign now be in range? No. But that doesn't matter, I'll move in there. Okay.
Okay. And what else is happening?
That's about it. She moves there. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Do we do it? Do I come and make friends with Jackdaw? Maybe. The push is not great. I mean, none of this looks particularly great. That's a walk there. It's a 3. Can't charge you, so we'd have to bonus and hope we get a trigger. Nice to hope things happen, but it's not really where you want to be. Versus me being staggered was pretty good. Gotta say, it's been pretty good. Other options could be to go and harass Jackdaw with Irina. It doesn't feel great. It's really not amazing. I think, given that, I'd rather just not go with him this early. I think I'm going with his bonus next. It's going to interact for a ski marker. Going onwards. No good. I think we'll just take another walk then. This place looks pretty good to me. Go.
Let's go with how far is this? Nice. No, that's too far. Rude. Annoying. That doesn't seem worth it. Let's go with Jakuna. Let's very inconspicuously put down a ski marker. And then put up my bonus aura. Needs a 5, yes. And then charge the Sovereign to like here. Do I spend a focus? I don't think so. I'm on a boss flip.
Yep.
6 against your defense, I think.
So that's 6, right?
Yeah.
I'm not cheating anyway. I'm on a 7.
Yeah, I'm just deciding whether I want which trigger I want. I could get the "You're Coming With Me." Could get the stagger one. The stagger one is pretty nice. Granted. I'll go to the 8. I'll take the 8, so 14.
Seems good.
Okay.
14 to my 7 straight.
This shall be 5 damage.
All right.
Now, if I take the, I'm just gonna give you staggered. Otherwise, you die before I get the score points of you. So she's done.
Okay. Sure. So you have a rider and you have a master. And for some reason you were afeared of my little operative, which beats me. I don't know why. But I will trust that it's doing something
Because
to...
as soon as I go with Jackdaw, this little operative is gonna draw you like 5 cards. So
I suppose it could. I mean, it only draws a card per action. So...
get 2 cards.
What are we doing here? Let's convene the council. We could not get the ferryman. The ferryman, no. We could potentially get the ferryman. Doesn't look great. It doesn't feel great. We could go something like 3, 5. We can get to here. And then like charge this guy. And we're kind of like just chilling here. Which doesn't feel great. I mean, the rider can't charge me, but you could easily walk up there and then slap me. What would Carnage do?
You're way past the
he's
point of
Anya.
it, man.
Man, when he played Anya2 last, he fucking humiliated me. To be fair, I was playing Bass, so I was kind of asking for it. But
I mean, this sovereign activation was pretty much the way Carnage would do, I think. So
I mean, he played it real conservatively when I played, and it was hard as fuck to do anything. But it was a different matchup, so you know. I kind of want to chill with Elkino. I think could just go with Case and just walk into the fucking blender and get real sad. We could. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I get within 2 of Jack, now that most of your other support has gone, I can slap you. Not quite without reprisal, but nearly without reprisal. Alternatively, I just go with the operative because I know you feared it, but I don't really care about it. I don't think it's going to draw me many cards, like maybe 1 or 2 cards. I kind of want to just get down my extra strat marker anyway and get it off of the operative so it's not a liability. So if we went there, gets the 3, we could walk. We do risk a big draw them in, which, you know, it's kind of a bit scary, but, you know, live and learn. Draw them in doesn't fuck with me, though, because I'm friendly to you, right? How does it work?
You still have to do the test, I think.
Enemy models. Oh, so good. Enemy
What?
models moved. Oh, love it. And on your heels doesn't work either. So we're chilling. I think we can go ahead and do this. Yeah, oops, I didn't mean to bump that. So that's 6. Can pop this thing down like here. Yep. Ambush, walk, interact, done. Go.
Okie-do.
So I just don't respect Jack. I just don't. I think
Mhm.
I think he ain't shit. Famous last words before I get pulverized.
Uh,
I'm very much afraid of Jack.
what do we do here? We probably do go with Jack, but the question is, then what? Do we go after willpower 7 Anya? Nah. No.
Please leave Anya alone. She's done nothing to you.
Okay, so let's look at some cards. With Jackdaw. Do we actually go with Jackdaw or do we go with the Rider?
Is it Big Jack time?
The Rider does nothing right now. So let's look at the cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 1 poopy card. How does this activation look like? How do I not give away the sweating bullets? What's the size of the bottom list?
He is size 3 at the moment, I believe. I will check for you now. Senior Plant is a size 3.
Okay. And then move, shoot Senior Plant.
Excuse
and
me,
then
this wasn't part of the deal.
Expect the unexpected.
This is pretty unexpected. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm also not sure if it's correct, but fuck it. At this point, I am not particularly sure of most things I'm doing. So, Daw is gonna move here, and he's gonna shoot Mr. Plant.
All right.
But first, before he does so, he is gonna burn a card for his bonus action, and then he is gonna shoot Mr. Plant.
All right then. Let's see it. That's a good card with a good trigger. It's better than my card.
Right.
You have on your heels. If you got here, and you're probably dealing 2 or maybe 3 damage, you are technically in range to fuck with my shit, but you are engaged. So you've walked, you've used the bonus. This is your second. What are you doing from there? Bash me again, maybe? Sure, I'm not going to cheat. You can have your single neg.
Would you like to discard a turn or let me draw a card?
You flip damage first, and then I choose.
Single neg, you say, okay.
Yep.
That is 2 damage.
I will not be discarding its home, so you can draw your probable red joker that you placed after that. I don't know.
That's
maybe.
It was a blind card, so this is a damage flip.
Oh, of course.
I guess I reveal the card to move by 2. I think it happens before the trigger, though. What's it say?
Yes, that's correct. So you move and then place.
So that doesn't matter.
Well, I know you have a 2 now. For all the good that does me.
And now the intention is to be able to burst through the botanist and hit the thing.
To be touching. Yep, that looks good to me. It's 5, yeah? So you need to be within 5. Yeah, easy as. Easy.
Even cleaner is slightly more in the back, so let's do that. All right, and then he is gonna slap the botanist. Question is, does he? Yeah, I think. I think he does slap the botanist. And the stone, no. Wow, 6 against your willpower.
Is a 15. Sorry. It's a 14 because I'm stat 5.
I have a 16.
With burst of speed?
Yeah.
Like that. And so I might just say no and dodge it.
Very good. He's done.
Cool. I'm going to trigger, I can push. Then I could walk. Here-ish. This is so tedious. The stagger was solid. Push would get me here. After which I could then walk. Okay, so we can get it, but it's fucking clunky, man. Slightly over the box, but we can get it like so. 1, 2, 3. So I can get in there with a swing. Hell yeah. I do not believe I'll be able to. So if I do that, I can get you. I'll just see if I can for a second be even greedier. That's going over the freaking base. 1, 2, 3. 3. No, not a chance. Okay, so it is much of a muchness. So we that's a 5 heal, so it doesn't really matter. Is this worth going in all this just for 1 attack? I think so. So yeah, he's going to ping himself for a trigger, and it actually probably doesn't even matter what it is on his bonus action. I guess it's going to be the tome. Yeah. No. So all right. So as described before, we're going to push, we're going to walk, and then we'll charge you.
Yep.
Pushing here, walking to about wherever it was exactly, and then charging in. Be within the 2, as I demonstrated earlier. So I think it's around about here. Cool. I'm going to spend a focus on this terrifying duel.
Okay.
Good. And I'll spend a focus on the swing and melee. And do I wish to do anything else? No, no more wins. Should be undone to 7 wins because I spent. So here's my attack. 19 with no triggers on the tome, I don't believe.
Very good. 19 to my whatever it may be, 10.
Yeah.
Which
It's a
means
single box.
looks like, yeah.
Alrighty. You can take 4 damage.
I'll stone and take 2.
Cool. And then yours over to you.
And then I have the Dead Rider, and you have Irina. Irina can, let's see about it. How far is 6? That far. If Dead Rider stands here. Irina moved 5, right?
Move 5. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then there's one ambush.
Yeah, she has ambush.
So it's. This is 8. And then 4 more gets you here. But it does not look like she fits. Her base fits on there. If you ask me. You agree?
Sure.
That makes playing around sweating bullets a bit easier.
Bear in mind that neither that nor that are henchmen. Oh, you mean her because she's henchman. Sure.
Yeah, she's a henchman, and I think if you would. That's also. Yeah, it would be doable to be within 6. Do you have any cute place to get there? No, it doesn't look like. No. Alrighty then. In that case, the Dead Rider is gonna walk his 7 to here. Those are 5. Yuck. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Was I within 2? No, of course not. Why would something work out? Okay, let's write with me. Which fails. Seems like a reasonable occasion to do this. So that's 5 inch to here. And then it is once again a scheme and a focus.
I see 50 mil model interact, and I raise you a 50 mil model interact. I think I'm just going to do one of these little fellas where we are looking to put this probably over here is good. And if we want it there, I want to end here. What to do? I think of these. It is acceptable. Yes. I think that's fine.
All right.
Let's do the walking and the interacting. And that's all I got, my friend.
All right. Let's end the turn.
Yeah, we each get a scheme. No, sorry, the strat. That's what they're called. No schemes, I believe. Nothing from me, at least. Don't know if you.
No. I would like to take a small pee break.
Yeah, sure. I'm also just gonna do my little scoot with Anya while I remember it.
Yeah.
Over here.
You can pause the clock.
Alrighty.
So let's reshuffle. Let's drop that 2 and this 4. Keep one card. Draw 4.
Additional cards. Got it. I'm ready for initiative if you are.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out if I want a stone because my hands just don't seem to fucking work this game. It's partially the 5-card thing, but holy fuck. I guess. I guess not. No, really would hope for better hands, but okay.
Sorry, the timer should be back on us. So I guess I'll put it on you while you mull it over.
Sure, initiative.
Boop.
Boop.
Don't like that. I'll be honest with you. So I like that one. This one here is fine, but not as good. I'm going to cheat with this.
Wow. Okay. This is 5. Yeah, go. I'm not cheating, so go ahead.
So I'm going to go first. Start phase. Let's use that one. We are going to be pitching 3 cards, drawing 4. And I shall commence with Casey Jones. So we are going to start with a Whippoorwill Whistle as my bonus. I'm going to... Do I just go all in and just ping myself to death for every trigger in the world? Hell yeah, brother. I'm going to ping myself for a ram here. It works. Okay. So you're going to take a 13 Willpower Jewel, or you're going to gain Adversary Syndicate.
It's a 6.
It's good. The trigger will let me sudden strike you, so I'll sudden strike you now. Here's the terrifying check. That's no good. So let's say it's fine, and here's my attack. 16.
But there's no triggers on this, so go ahead.
So on single neg, it's going to be 2.
Uno, dos.
I will then Ghostly Crossbuck you, just standard, so terrifying. Looks good. Here's the attack. I'm on a 10.
15.
19 with sudden strike. Sorry, excuse me. Puncture.
That would be a straight flip. Stone you to neck. You can. I should probably live one turn if I stone you to neck. What happens if you hit me for 4? Yeah. I still need the neck.
So I'm getting a pos and then a neg. Yep, so back to a neg. 4 damage. That was lucky. Sorry, that was very lucky of me.
Fine. Let's. I think you have another. Otherwise, you wouldn't do this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do.
Okay, I'll attack you. So terrifying check. Let me just read the dual total. Yeah, so I believe I do the terror check first and then price a progress. So terror check, which is fine. Now I'll price myself for that ram. A 13 to start with. Looks good. Yeah, this is better. 19.
Jesus fucking Christ.
330 or something like that.
Yeah. I will just stone into neck and hope you don't hit fucking Mol again. Because that would make me cry.
Okay, so decision point. I could take the delay trigger on that crow that I've just flipped. Slow you down, which would make you a lot less efficient. Or I can have a single neg and hope to kill you because you have no more stones. It's 2 or 4. I think the chances of hitting it on the weak. How do I work this out? You're the one who teaches math. You'd probably be able to work this out, but I bloody well can't. Oh, if I take the delay and I hit 2 mods off the top, I'm going to be so sad if the next one's a weak. Okay, let's read your card. So if you kill something, you draw a card. If you kill it with an upgrade, damage with an upgrade, you draw a card. You can heal yourself with Unquiet Soul, but you can't heal more than once per activation. So you're kind of like just do as much as you can before you die, kind of thing. Do I believe? Do I believe? No, I don't believe. I'm going to give you slow. I'm going to flip these 2 first cards agonizingly, and I'm going to hope there's a weak here. Fuck me. All right, is the next card a weak? Oh, I should have believed in myself. Okay, you live, but you are slow. Cool. So these are all discarded. He's going to push back here after all that happens because of his shenaniganry. I might just push him like this. And he's done. Go ahead.
I mean, you're not supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to take the. I think you did correctly. It's slow. It's actually slow. It's not stunned.
I mean, I'm sad because I would have got you there, but yes, you're right. I objectively.
No, this was correct. I mean, and I'm feeling slightly annoyed about my fucking hands. Jesus Christ! Can I get a severe, please? 1. I'll go with Jackdaw. I'll look at the cards. Do I think he's out of trouble? Not really. No, what? Yeah. Okay. I'll check Daw live through on 4 health through the activations. Otherwise, the operative has a Derringer.
Derringer.
Winston is a Derringer. And Anya can just shoot him a bunch of times through KC or whatever. So I don't actually think Jackdaw lives through that. So what we will do is we will go like this. Burn a card with bonus.
Okay.
And then attack the botanist.
Okay. With melee or the ranged attack?
With melee.
Okay, melee. I'm not cheating, I'm on a 12, so you're 17. Single neck.
On a 12, okay, so single neck will be 2 damage.
Okay.
I'll attach the upgrade to you, but I think you will die here, so and then let's attack you again.
Right. 12 to your 16. I won't cheat. Single neck.
With burst of speed, that still triggers.
Very
I'm pretty
nice.
cool. Because it's, yeah, I don't have to, it's no target, so single neck will be enough.
You get me?
Yeah. We can still burst of speed through KC. Does that help me much? Or should I just annoy you and hide behind the crates?
I'll do that. Don't be such a coward.
I'm pretty cowardly right now.
I mean, like, yeah, you could try and stand somewhere that she can't see you, I suppose. That annoys me slightly.
Yeah, I mean, she can still move and shoot. But you would need to hit. Or I just ping through Casey Jones and. Or I go there. That sounds a little bit dummy.
Before we go any further, I'll let you finish, but we need to also get past tokens. I suspect you should have had a few as well.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go with Jackdaw. So.
Yeah, you're still going to use your push, of course, but you would have your extra past tokens. So I think you had 1, 2, 3, 5 models. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, including the dead guy by my count. So you would gain 5 past tokens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go through. Well, a operative gets like plus flips, right? From this. Yeah, okay, let's not do that.
From friendly fire, yeah. And
So,
you would be near a scheme, so if I miss and don't kill you, I'll draw a card, which looks good.
we will be here such that Casey and the operative cannot see me.
Okay.
Not directly, at least, and he's done. What a rude turn.
You have incorporeal, don't you?
Hmm?
You have the incorporeal action ability thing, so that's annoying. I'm not sure. I think I'm not going to think too hard on this one. Try to walk forward and attempt to use his bonus action. I guess I'll do it like here, in range of case. His tactical. Is it 3 inches? I think it might even only be 3, which means I probably can't do this. It is 3. Yeah, geez, that's not impressive, to be honest. Let's rather just walk to what, like here? Yeah, go.
All right, I'll pass.
very rapid pass. We fear. What could that mean? Okay. So walk here. Anya could do that quite happily. Do that. Yeah, Anya seems good to go here. So let's go with Anya. Anya's going to start with a cheeky little action where I'm going to get a focus at the cost of discarding a card. Boop. So we'll do that. Actually, there's no reason to do that now. I can do that anytime. I'll attempt to new orders this guy first. So that works. Now I will do that to get the focus. Now I will shoot Jack. We are you're just at 5. Yeah. Need a 5 for that. Yeah, we'll just top deck it like this. No, we won't. I'm glad I didn't spin the focus. So
you can choose to do it afterward, I think.
2 and a. Yeah, true. Well, no, just spin the focus on the terrifying duel is what I was considering. I could shoot the ferryman. I think I'm supposed to just keep pressuring this guy. So now I'll shoot him again. Last AP.
Terrifying.
Unless I can't quite get this guy in range. I can't obey this guy more than once. In case he's out of range because I'm bad, so that's okay. So I will, shoot this guy again. No. Sure, spin the focus. Here's a 17.
I don't have a 17, so go ahead.
You die. Pew. And on your stun, go. Don't believe where you were. I get your bomb. Yeah, that's sad, but acceptable. Can't be too greedy, I suppose.
Can't be too greedy. We pass.
Seems reasonable because you do have a lot of those. I'm going to walk with Yannick to here. Yannick will take a focus shot at this guy here.
Terrifying.
Terrifying first. We pass that. Here's my focus attack. 13. I miss. I will then use the bonus action onto this one. Looks good. So we're going to move him towards this one, I suppose, and bring the ski marker down with, which can. We will leave it here. That seems appropriate. Something like this. Go ahead.
That rider by now has 6 tokens, not 7, 6. Pass.
Okay. Going to go with. I guess the Strudge is not doing a great deal, so we can go with the Strudge. It's going to walk up to here, bringing the scheme with, and then walk up to here, bringing this scheme with here. I guess I'll tuck into this little knock here to allow Irina to go through.
Keep going.
You're going to pass again, is it?
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. This one will go and will Fortune's Favor. Might just get rid of all of this. And do it again. What do you think of that? I might keep all of these this time. Probably in this order here. Because I'll do that and then that. Yep, I'll bonus action this guy. Trigger to heal him, which is good. So he's going to heal 2 and place 4. So he can come up to here, I think, and Winston's done.
Last pass, I think.
All right, my operative will go. It will look to walk 5, pitch a card to doodle to here. Use arson on this. Nails it. So this will blow up, and you'll be taking a test, which shall be a 12 move duel or damage 2 in a burning.
Okay. Meep. Passes.
She's done. Go ahead.
I presume you're gonna, get that thing away.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Should she just do it, or do I really have to commit to that rider here? It looks like we committed the dead rider here.
Do you want to stand in lava? Not really, but points win prizes. So you're thinking about it.
No, I don't want to stand in lava. Lava hurts my fucking soul.
I love that.
But we do want to score this thing which we have set up for so long.
Actually, yeah. When this guy died, I would have got a soul stone, right? Because that's where I placed that thing, and that's within 6. And he is side 3, so I'm just going to grab that stone now from Flush with Cash, which doesn't really impact any flips or anything, but was clearly in range.
Sure.
Actually, hang on. No, because if this guy was here, okay, I won't get it because it was too far ago, and I can't determine if he was on the top or the bottom of that. From that, looks good, but I think I placed that up there, so I will assume he was out of range because I didn't check it at the time because it's borderline, so I will not get it and be sad, but also learn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe learn. Who knows?
I am a little bit caught by surprise by this. I'm not gonna lie.
Being an arse with arson. Yeah. Not a bad action.
Not a bad action. Let's see, if we just move to like here to not be in the lava. And we can do so via right with me. Then we poop out the scheme. And then we might just like Joker it and cry. Poop out the scheme here.
It's definitely within 4 of the other one.
Oh yeah, I can be like here. I don't think I have to stand in lava. The question is,
so if you could get it, that would be there.
Yeah.
Which
Which I don't
need to be there.
need to stand in lava.
Oh, that's pretty borderline, dude. You can be slightly further up here, I guess. In which case, that could probably sit like that. But I'd still say you're touching the lava there. And I think that's the closest you can get it to being within 3 of her and outside of the 4 of that.
If you zoom in, then it's quite clearly not lava if you're here.
There.
The lava is the red part. And this scheme here, the edge of the scheme is over the red part. And so...
Sure. I shall give you that then. If you believe that to be the case, do it. So if you're there, that's just within 7? Okay.
Yeah, so it's clearly not a right with me time, so we just move here, we just put the scheme down. And then we take a charge on the operative and achieve a stone, which does quite little for me. Well, we can't actually do that, so... I think I'm just supposed to run back, so let's try to flip a 7. Yeah, that's a 7. So... Right with me is 5, so that gets him here, and that's a little bit painful, but it is what it is. Back to you.
So that would be that's well. Okay. So go Sovereign. You've got Ensnare. You claim that. It's fine. At least we get an activation from her. She can move her 5. She can move to here to then maybe stun and fuck with people, and then still have an AP left. Which doesn't feel amazing, but it doesn't feel awful. And I can do this all before you have your hazardous up from Jakuna. I mean, you probably just turn around and 2-tap me to death, but it's okay. Irina, what can you do for me, girl? You can be forgettable, which I don't think really matters. You could walk here and fisticuffs, which doesn't really achieve you a lot. That's not the right trajectory. No, well shorts. And this way here. That looks like it should be well short. Oops. 2, 3. 1. 2, 4, 5. No, definitely not short. Okay, cool. So she can't get there to influence us in a new way. And in fact, it'll be even harder because that'll be after Sovereign's moved. So that is not happening. So let's go with Sovereign now. Do you wish to declare Ensnare?
Let's go. Bleep. Bleep. All this effort.
Sovereign will fly here. When she lands, 12 defense duel, 12 defense duel.
Okay. Jakuna is not gonna spend the focus on this, I think. 12 defense, you say?
I say.
Well, let's actually spend that focus. Beep. Needs 7, gets it. Rider definitely spends focus. Needs a 7.
Haha. Be stunned and take damage.
Of course.
Cool. I will then. So where I'm at now, you can't lure me because I'm literally face to face with you. So if I survive your melee, I survive outright. So I'm going to use Thunderstruck and just hope I top deck a 7. And I do. That's pretty good. I will put that down. Like pretend this is a shockwave marker. It's shockwave 2. We'll put it here. So I'm going to heal 2 from this. She can take a 13 movement duel. Damage 2 stunned.
Okay. I think fails. Is that fine with me? Yeah. And
So
then the
take-
rider.
Yeah, right. Also.
This is a attack action, right? So this and
Yeah,
stun.
it's one.
Yeah. And then rider already has stun, so at this point, why not?
Right. And we're no longer stuck.
This is 2 damage, you say?
I say 2 damage.
Can I use the focus? It's not an opposed duel, right? So no. Not actually, no. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, we go with Jakuna. And Jakuna is gonna probably this was a okay. So the best way to do this is that way for me. Okay, Jakuna is gonna take a focus and attack Sovereign.
All right.
Wow. Nice.
8, not cheating. You
Eight.
get there with a strike.
8, not cheating. I get there with a straight. Can I? If I get you're coming with me. Ugh. Okay. Straight flip. Which would be 3 damage that I get. I just make it 5.
Okay, I'm down to 1.
Yeah. And she's done.
Cool. So concentrate, slap 1, set for 5. Got it. Arena, I think, is just going to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get to here to be in charge range. So she'll do that, but discarding this for ye old ambush. And let's charge your boy. I guess we'll come to here. Not within range of these schemes. I'm gonna be bold and ping myself for a cruelty trigger here, and I will also spend my focus.
Okay. I will also spend the focus. Nope.
Cool. I will be missing. Go ahead.
And then the last part is on me. So, how do we get this? Carry. Do that. So if I charge the ferryman, I can then push the target and then place. Yeah, that's probably the right way to do it. So Carrie is gonna charge the ferryman to here. And then attack the ferryman. but I need this suit. And I am on a neck. Double neck, in fact. I'm gonna deal with 1 damage, which means I get 2 damage back, which is a bit annoying. But what do you do? We shall put the ferryman over here and put ourselves over here and plant the bomb.
Got it.
And then we will do the bonus on the ferryman to make it move. Need a 5. Fortunately, I had only 1 mask in hand, otherwise I could have killed Sovereign. And then the ferryman is gonna walk 5. So let's see, or 6. That's 1, 2, and then 4 more. To here. And then let's go ahead and put ourselves here and interact with the bomb.
All right.
To pick it up. And I am done, I think. Yep.
Seems good. End of turn. No end of turn shenanigans. You get your ensnare this turn. We both get the strat because there are bombs on each side for each of us. So that was our turn 3.
And then I will drop a 2 and a 1. Dear Lord, did I have a shit in
stoning. I'll also move with Anya, so we forgot this. I guess we'll be here. Yeah. Here. So as to see this. I don't think I'm going to be able to see him no matter what. Sad. Well, let's get in range anyway. Yes, someone else moves us. Cool.
Cool. Initiative.
Yes, sir. He has 12.
Ow. Not cheating.
Okay. What does this mean for me? I could go with Irina and try to dispatch your rider. Yeah, I mean, you are stunned. We should take the opportunity. She'll take a swipe at your rider.
To get 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens, nonetheless. Okay.
I'm 13.
19.
19 also, with cruelty.
Of course. Of course! Yeah, come on. What is this?
All right, we'll take cruelty. And 4 damage, apparently. Dude, I'm sorry. That's pretty brutal.
This game.
Put you down to 2. He has my free attack. 12.
Gotten slightly out of control, this game. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean... First ejectile and then this. You did stone, but you would also always have stoned, so whatever the fuck I do. So I guess... I guess I'm just gonna have to eat shit, do I? Yeah. Eat shit and die. Yeah, I mean, fine. Negative, yeah.
You do die.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Game losing me bad, this.
I will then. I mean, yeah, that was pretty fucking ridiculous. I won't tell a lie. I will gain your bomb, I guess, because you're within 3. And I guess we're going to put it down there because that seems like a decent spot to have a bomb, I would say. And I might put it like here, I guess. That's not really going to deny you, but it's the best I got, lol. Well, you know what I could do to be real cheeky? If I were to walk here first with the ambush, then put it here, that means if Freeman... I mean, I guess you can just charge and then do your thing. So it doesn't really matter. Очень интересно. I think this is fine. It does make this really annoying. Can I get a pathway through here? Only if I come to stand here, which I can do. Then I can see him. Yep, I can. Don't know if that achieves anything for me, but yeah, right. I'm gonna ambush and interact to put down that bomb immediately. Go.
Okay.
At the start of this turn, you had 4 models, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you'd have another 5 plus tokens.
Okay. Fucking hell. I think I'm supposed to go with the ferryman, which sounds a little bit weird, but I think is the case. And then what do we do? What's the willpower of Yannick? 5, right?
Yes.
Could I possibly just kill Yannick? No, we're actually gonna go with Carrie.
Okay.
Carrie is gonna heal herself, needs a 7. Yes. And gets concealing. Okay. Then Carrie is gonna target this person with Karen Stall. It is a 6 versus your willpower.
Yeah. 15, you got me.
Okay, discard a card, and then you get adversary.
And I take damage based on the card I pitch out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll take 3. I presume that's a week. That usually counts as a week.
Yeah, probably.
Oh wait, no.
Don't actually know. Should be a week.
I may as well stone it, to be honest with you, because I have some stones. So we'll take nothing. Sure.
Sure. And then I will obey the ferryman to charge Yannick. And we shall go somewhere here or something. I hit you on the boss.
So you take a silver whistle as the action first, right? Or was it the 13?
Oh no, I need to flip for the silver whistles. I'm sorry. So that will be this one, and I'll shuffle the other one.
That's fine. You can keep it. You can keep it there because it was always going to be the next card anyway. It's fine.
Okay. And then here's the positive.
So you are on a. I guess I better flip too. That would help. I'm on an 8 to your 19 with way down. I don't have an upgrade, so that's fine.
I can also take.
But I'm not on a negative anyway, so it's fine. I'm just chilling on an 8. We're cool.
Yeah. So here is I think it's boss, right? Yeah, 19 to 8.
Yeah.
Beep. This would be 4 damage. I think I'm fine with that.
Might stone here as well.
There you go.
I'm 3. Cool. Done, skis?
Done.
All right, so I am engaged. Anya will activate. She's going to interact for a ski marker, and I will discard for a drudge when I do that. I think. Yes, that seems fine. I will target the ferryman with my exert control. I need a terrifying check first. I need a 3. Looks good. Here's my exert control, 6 against your willpower. That's not looking so good. What is your stat? Your willpower 5, right?
Yeah.
I'll go up to a 16 with aggressive warnings to meet you on 16. So that works. I'll move you here. I'll move you here, just outside of 2 of Anya, but within an inch of this guy, and then I drop another steam here. You take 2 damage, and I take vengeance from you. Is 1 damage or 2?
2.
2. So she takes 2. And then I'm going to lock down this. Needs a 4. That's pretty good. So no attack actions well within 1 of that. And then lastly, I have 1 AP remaining. What shall I do? I will ask Yannick to interact, to take an action. It works, so she'll interact over here. Anya's done. Go.
I'll go with Jikuna, try to kill the Sovereign. Let's attack the Sovereign. 5 against your defense.
Yep. Currently dodging. Sure.
Nick.
10 on my end.
Dice.
Yep.
Put up aura. And then I guess we start the slow walk.
Commence the trudging.
Which is good. I don't actually think so, but I mean, this game is kind of lost when the Dead Rider died, so unfortunately.
So that's it. Okay. I can go next with Yannick, I suppose. So let's go with her. She is going to start with a democratic elections. I'll ping this drudge here for a tone. Sorry, I pinged myself for the time. What am I talking about? Because I want that surge trigger. We get it anyway. So I'm gonna ping you for 1, which I will then heal. I'll ping the Drudge to heal Anya for 1 as well. That seems good. And then I'll get that surge. Draw a card. What do we do next? So we have no focus. We could get a focus by pitching a card. Seems aggressively fine, but not amazing. I suppose Vengeance 1, Vengeance 2, is that correct?
Vengeance 2.
On Kari and Vengeance. Sorry,
Vengeance 2 on Ferryman and Vengeance 1 on Kari.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, gotcha. I'm hearing Triller, so I kind of think I should do that. So get them that way. Consolidate power. Yes, I'll consolidate power from this Drudge towards something up here, I suppose. Sorry, it's 10 inches. Am I even within 10? I'm not, so we can't do that. I guess I'll consolidate power this Drudge straight to Anya. Works. Didn't get the trigger I wanted. That is acceptable. So he can just stay where he is, like move a fraction of an inch here and drop this scheme up here, I suppose. Don't think it really matters. I will then take, I think, a shot at you. Yep, looks good. No cover from that angle. Terrifying, maybe? Do you have a terrifying?
Yeah. No, I'm not. No.
Okay. Here's my attack. A mighty 10 to your 9.
Pretty poopy defense. 13.
I mean, what else am I doing this turn, right? Like, do I need cards for anything else? This guy would like a card for that. Yeah, sure. 17, single egg. Maybe a mod. No, we don't, so 1 damage to each of us. I don't think that was worth it. And then she's done. Over to you.
Yeah, I mean, you can score your Ensnare.
So you're going with Ferryman?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will. Yep, I'll take these 2 schemes away.
And
And I'll score Ensnare.
And that means I have little choice but to move like so.
You can't just leave melee, right?
I'm supposed to be in melee.
Okay, sure.
And then do I take a whack at her? I mean, she's got. I think she's got that right. Or do I push her away? That would also be funny. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm probably gonna be stuck on like 3 points in this game. I'm not really seeing where I get points otherwise. Which is very disappointing for how this was going. I don't think it matters in the slightest to kill Yannick. I guess we were lost in the fog on Yannick, which I have to move for that. So 5 against your willpower.
Good for me. You're on a plus, surely, with the adversary?
Oh, right. Nice.
What is this doing? Distracted, or I can get distracted, I don't care. Sure.
I can choose.
Target must either. So the target will gain distracted.
And I'll hand you an upgrade.
Yes.
Just a black spot upgrade. And then I will target Anya on the neck, I presume, because she has blah blah to make her unable to heal.
Yeah.
Here we go. Bam. 5 against your willpower.
Not 20.
And it's done. And switch and the tail of the Jackdaw.
I'll double walk here with this scheme, with this trudge. And he's done. I'm assuming you're tapped out, so you're just hanging on to your pass tickets. So that's fine. I don't think I was in range to walk charge you, right? At best, I walk here and 5. I can. So we may as well. So I'll walk to engage you. Have a swing. Terrifying is probably really dangerous for this guy. But he believes he's going to get a plus because of picket fence being good. I miss, sure. Is that trigger after resolving? Surely not, because otherwise it'd be busted. No, it's cool. Fails. He's done.
Wait. Have your swing, my dude.
Sure. I shall take Galvanize. Single egg.
Double neck, same stat, I think.
I'm step 4.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So yeah, you take a damage, and I'll give a focus to Anya. Why not?
I'll deal you 2 damage. Die.
Okay, I got the scheme there, which is kind of added. So what next? We have these schemes in range. We do kind of need to stagger you. Are you size 3 or size 2?
3.
Fuck. Okay. Can just do it there, and dirigible ride himself. So he's going like this and like this. We need to be here. We can throw that on 4. That's fine. So interact. Bonus. Interact. Winston will go next. We're gonna interact for a scheme marker here. I'll dirigible ride this one. Spend a wound for a mask. Looks good. So we're gonna fling this friendo here, flinging ourselves with him. Drop off an additional bomb, and be done. I guess I'll rather put myself like here. He's done. You are tapped out as established. So that's fine. I'll interact with Casey, and then he can, I suppose, try his bonus action. Fuck, I meant to click 1. I'm just going to back it up at 1. Cool, I get a trigger, so I guess I'm going to heal this drudge. Push 2. When I heal this, actually, I'll heal all of these guys. When I heal these models, I can push your ski marker towards you. Do I care about that?
Well, regardless of whether you care about that or not, I think this is A3. And that's scoring multiple points. So, congratulations. Congratulations.
Well, thank you for that. That's very gracious of you. Very stupid luck in my favor. I had some amazing control hands and also flipped pretty well a lot of the time. And you didn't seem to have great control hands a lot of the time also.
One severe in the first 3 turns. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Okay, that's atrocious. I mean, I gave you only 5 cards to work with every turn.
And then you can't really afford to have shit hands. So I had to play very careful. And then
yeah.
Here, there were a few choices. Like, for example, do you actually try to score Ensnare on the bird? I'm not sure if it was correct or not to do, because I could maybe also have killed the bird. I don't know.
I was considering sending the bird just off into the corner to score the strat because it had a bomb at that stage rather than killing Lost Love. But I'm glad I did kill Lost Love. Just slowed you down so much.
It does, yeah. And I didn't have a crow in hand also turn 1, so that I couldn't make things fast. So that also didn't help. Yeah, I just had very little to work with, and I mean the I don't know how good was your hand this turn. Would Arena just have killed the rider either way?
I had 13 of masks for that cruelty, and I had a 12 of an irrelevant trigger. And then I had like a bunch of mods and some weeks and the black joker. So because I had black in my hand, I was like, cool, if I just hit you 3 times, you die.
Yeah.
If I hit a lucky mod, which I did, then I need to only hit you once more. And I was kind of hoping you would kind of just like, at that stage, just let him die, which you did. Obviously, I didn't know your control hand, but I felt if I could get it through on the first swing with a trigger, then I can obviously do like this to get more pressure by getting the bomb. That was very, very pivotal. So,
I had a choice here with the rider but at that point I think Arena here wasn't activated yet. I think
no, she wasn't. She hadn't gone at that stage.
Instead of trying to score the Ensnare down, I could have moved the rider up and charged Yannick to score Sweating Bullets.
Oh, did you have Sweating Bullets on the rider?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yep. That would have been solid because I did expose it to that by coming within 6 of the middle.
Yeah.
I think,
looking back at it, that was probably the better choice. But that also means that you sort of let Sovereign go, and that's a little bit iffy. Because Sovereign does kind of have to die.
Yeah.
Because if you both don't score the Ensnare, nor do you. So looking back, I probably should have killed Sovereign immediately with Jakuna because I was a step up and I could have done it with Hazardous Spam.
Yeah. When I saw the opportunity to maybe stun you, I was just like, if I stun the rider, I'm in with an actual chance. Until I stun it, I'm just playing around it. But if I do stun it, then I have a chance to actually just take you out, like outright, which is what happened. Only because you were stunned. So yeah, I think looking back now, you wanted the point, but maybe just killing the stun source would have been pretty solid too.
Yeah, on the other hand, I mean, I flipped the Black Joker on the resist on the stun, so I mean, I did have the card to get through that.
Okay, yeah, you couldn't plan for that. That's fair.
I think looking back at it, I think I should have killed the Sovereign here and then just like immediately with Chikuna and don't even think about it. Like just take the L and then just
get the bomb and move on with your day because she'd probably be further up the board then. She would have wasted fewer turns chilling around there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know your crew well enough to say if that's.
No, I don't know. But
have you played against Ivan or Nico yet?
No, which is the unfortunate part. I was kind of hoping to win this one, which is not like the easiest one, but the Thunders is just horrid.
It is,
it's just horrible.
Yeah,
like there's
in the same boat there.
There's like a maybe 10% chance that I beat Hagen, because I know that like the Asami comes up and there's really nothing that Resos has, which is also on me for not declaring bio instead. But yeah, whatever.
I mean, I also feel like I've got nothing in Asami, so we feel the same.
I mean, you play Hagen on which pool? Is it the first one, right?
Raid the Vaults, which is the worst. It's like the one I fear Asami in the most because she doesn't even need to use a rain.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. But Hand of Janus at least has a spot there. In this pool, Hand of Janus doesn't really have a spot.
Yeah, Hand of Janus I'm looking at. Maybe. It's a maybe.